So how are you inspired? You know, how are you bringing through new ways of ideas? Like what's coming through, what's sparking your imagination and inspiring you to really get going and doing the things that you love to do? And what are you starting? What are you bringing through that you want to feel impulsive with and energized with? So there's some spark, there's some idea, some type of conception of something that wants to flow through you. So this would be a good month to really take in what that holds for you, right? And then you're going to leave the month with the hawk spirit, which is, you know, let spirit be your guide, right? You want to let spirit, your own soul, your own spirit around you to be able to see from a higher perspective, have the learning, the understanding. These two cards, very similar for animal spirit, same colors. The hawk, the lion, the kind of world behind in that green. So it's a lot of heart chakra and spiritual essence, or in what's in the ether that wants to come through you this month. Okay, let's take a look at the tarot. Nice. Get the Judgment card. Okay, so I'm going to read these. Let me just pull a few more out. So there's some of you are trying to decide upon love, trying to make decisions maybe with soulmates, relationships, coming to terms with what's been kind of, maybe some situations have been stalemate to you, and some situations that might have been, you know, a little bit difficult, trying to decide. Maybe there's a love that, you know, it's been kind of borderline, working things out, working things through, but you're not really sure how you want to go forward within some type of relationships in your life. It could be spousal love, it could be partnerships, it could be family, it could be a lot of different connections. But if it is love and you've been, you know, that resonates with you, you've been feeling some of that, it's kind of a stalemate in the month of November, and just a little more needs to come through for you to feel like you've made the right decision, or the things that you've sacrificed and done for the relationship is kind of coming to a resolution, or you're bringing through what's needed for you here. Open up, you know, the throat chakra. Make sure the communication is open. Make sure it's, you know, not scattered energy, but you're ready to commit and to really work the magic of the relationship. I'm going to turn this way. I'm going to read it upright. And for some of you too, you might be thinking about or picking between a few different partners, or dating, or kind of being open to everything, you know, everything around you. So some of you are bringing that kind of energy through in November. I think November is going to be a great month with a lot of sociability, a lot of fun times, a lot of good abundances. And I kind of get it. Like, this makes me feel like you want everything now. However, just focus on what relationships work for you and which ones don't, and take your time in making decisions when it comes to love. You do have the Ace of Wands, which, ooh la la, this could be some sexual energy. This could be some new initiations, things that you kind of planting the seed in November. You know, we have that 11-1 in that 11-11 portal of those days. It's actually 11-1 that I'm recording this on. So what is the intention for you for this month? What are your intentions? Where do you want to bring this? What do you want more of in your life? Right? What's the inspiration and the driving force that is bringing you through to new beginnings, right? Really being fierce and really being, have a lot of movement, a lot of vitality, just getting ready to spark in some new, like, juicy energy that wants to come through you. All right, and what do we have going on down here? So we have some difficulty with things that maybe you've tried to start, things that you've kind of felt like people take it away as soon as you initiate it. Or you kind of have that back and forth movement of things you want to initiate, and then you might get a little kind of go back a little bit and say, should I rethink that? There is a King of Cups here, so there's a lot of compassion, like this water energy. Could be male or female, but it's bringing through this compassionate flow of understanding, kind of this acceptance, this compassion, this a little bit psychic too. So for some of you, that could be someone else in your life that's coming through, a water sign maybe. You're really getting ready to go in the direction points of making really good decisions, good judgment calls as far as prosperity and money, and maybe building a foundation or a job, or bringing more jobs or money through. And it could be in different ways, but I feel like November is a very abundant month for you, but it might be abundant and very simple, but you might feel like you just are not bringing in enough money, or you feel solo in the game, right? Sometimes that can come through in that way also. You feel solo in the game, like don't beat yourself up this month either. Like, note of what you have done and what you have brought in, not what you don't have. Especially for this month, because I just feel like things want to be brought through, and you want to have imagination in that daydreaming. The judgment card is, for me here, bringing through what you felt, kind of situations that have made you kind of die off a piece of you. Like you felt this real change and challenge, and maybe some of you felt some heartbreak where you're ready to come and be revived and rejuvenated and regenerated, so that you can not feel like you really didn't release or let go of the prior problems. So this month is going to be about reflection, healing, healing finances maybe, and relationships, and really deciding upon who are the new relationships, what is the new prosperity, what is been taken from you, or you feel stolen from you, or the heartbreak you might have felt previous, that you're getting ready to really make the best decisions in love, maybe even a little bit with career going into November. You're really ironing out a lot of things, and anything is possible here, right? We just have to focus. There's happiness, bliss points, rainbows, a lot of cups in abundances, right? Just don't scatter the energy. Be still in thought, and take the time you need to kind of regenerate yourself. I think for any Leos that have had this is like a month of peace and freedom for you as well, where you're kind of being reborn. Like there's a lot of transformation, yes, and a lot of karma that's kind of worked its way through, or you've culminated a lot of karmic things. And I feel like you're getting ready to just maybe not sit in disappointment, and not, it's about gratitude with all that you do have, not with what you do not have. So plan these moons accordingly. You have a new moon in Scorpio coming up, and then a full moon with an eclipse. So there's a lot eclipsing out of the experience for Leo, but yet there's new things that want to be brought in as well. So it's just, I think, a month for you to really enjoy, keep the compassionate flow of energy to you and with people around you. I think that's important as well. Some of you might have someone else that you connected with, or you might meet someone new, or new friends, new people, new partnerships, and really getting inspired and motivated to make the best decisions forward for you. I'm just going to fix this a little bit. I feel like my stand is a little off. Okay. So gorgeous for the month of November. And on the bottom of the deck, the whole underpinning of this reading is the sun. I mean, you're ruled by the sun. Leo is the sign of the sun, and that's happiness and bliss points and golden, beautiful, sourceful energy. To be happy, to be abundant and be blissful. Sometimes this card can denote children. Sometimes this can denote marriages, commitments, the inner child, just, really paying attention to yourself a little bit, and letting the sun shine throughout all situations and circumstances. For a lot of you, I think prosperity and money and monetary gain is going to really be coming into full force and getting a lot better. In some situations, you fought the battle. You might have lost the fight, but you've won the battle. There's this feeling of you're getting ready to, in November, really rejuvenate and be happy and move through and figure out who you are and what you need and what makes you tick. That's definitely coming through for November, as well as some love in relationships and new connections. All right, so the moon is going to be a big player in December. Now, we are going to have new moons, full moons, yes. I think we're going to be in a Capricorn moon in December, and we will have the equinox, the 21st or the 22nd. So for you, December is going to play a big role in which pathway maybe you're going to choose. But you're definitely going to be finishing up the year. The year is going to kind of commence and come through with a new, an actual of completion. And probably the equinox point in December will be closing out the year for you. You have the world of success and victory, and I would say 2022 for some of you Leos is going to be a whole new cycle of growth, a whole new year, a whole new cycle that you're getting ready for brand new endeavors. The moons are going to be very, very potent for you this year, especially in the month of December, okay? There's going to be a sensitivity coming through to you, maybe a new spiritual process. Whatever culminates or eclipses out of your life, you'll see that November, December. You're getting ready to really bring through the future goals and dreams in December. So you're winding down. We have that King of Cups coming through in December again. So, oops, 2 came out there, but we'll take them. Okay, very good. All right, let me get situated, and then we can start to read. I'm going to pull another for December, the energetic Leo for December 2021. Okay, so we have the Will card. We have the turtle coming through. So there's a lot of expression in December coming through, and you're definitely going to be in control. You're ready to express. You have, your will is just extremely powerful for the month of December. You're determined. And just make sure you express and bring through what direction you want to go in. Take your time. You can feel like it's a quieter month, even though it's holiday time and whatnot. But do some, maybe spiritual practices that will help you bring soul work through, inner work through. Really, really nice. I love the moon energy right here. So much mystery. There's so much more to come through that we just don't know for you what that's going to be, but you're very heightened and moved by these moons. I notice looks like a lobster coming through the water. The symbology of that kind of looks like a scorpion to me, but yeah, they're going to be potent moons, and we are going to have that eclipse. So you're going to be feeling some of that, and I think what it's going to do is open up an offering for maybe news or information to come in, maybe for metaphysical studies or metaphysical work or your own psychicness, as well as with the stars. So I think some of December's energy is going to take you right through to February. And this is a general reading. I'd have to do a real reading, a personal reading, but you have the star here, so your wishes are valid, right? And this comes with an immense amount of angelic presence, guidance. You're protected. You've been through a lot. You're You still have the love, the flow, and the feel. And there's just angels and angelic expression all around this reading. And what spiritual insight is coming through for you? I think some of you are completing cycles with, maybe people that have disappointed you, or maybe, the four is about, this card is about the gratitude and something maybe being offered from this King of Cups that you were not truly satisfied with what they were offering. So there is some relationship dynamic where these two cards came up again, but you're coming full circle with this year and with relationships. So there are things coming in, things eclipsing out, and you're going to really feel a lot of this energetic with the moon energy and the eclipses. Now we have the Two of Cups that came through again. So for some Leos, there's soulmate connection. Even though maybe you've had to pick a new pathway or choose between, different people in your life to pick a path, pick a soulmate. And some of you might have had breakups in the past, and you're getting through and going forward with, some good reciprocity. Maybe you're finding someone new who's treating you with a lot more respect and, offering you a lot more of what you want and need, not what you do not need or want, right? So there's a reciprocity with this soulmate connection or these relationships. For some of you, this water sign is really bringing through some maybe disappointment, or maybe you felt a lot of connection and they've need to have left your life or have exited your life in some way, and you're ready to meet new love, new relationships, new ways of thinking and bringing about new vision, new ideas, new ways to bring through the next year ahead for you, Leo. That's really kind of cool. I like that. And on the bottom is the reciprocity card. So the month is going to be about giving and receiving for you, not just you giving, but receiving as well. And, having the same respect played out both ways, really weighing the scales of who's doing more, giving more, bringing more. It's got to be reciprocity, and it's got to be given both ways. So, but I feel like for some Leos, there might be some intense bringing about of some spiritual studies, metaphysics, or, channeled energy. I just kind of got acupuncture. So maybe some of you are having completing the year out with some good health routines and good ritual and, some type of healing that makes you feel good and rested and renewed. So beautiful here. So yeah, express for the month of December. Beautiful energy. And take your time, right?